Hello, how's it going? I just wanted to say, that the NFL or the Seahawks or anybody in those organizations better not have a big problem with me broadcasting my own opinion. It's my own personal broadcasting channel on YouTube. These channels I have here are solely my opinion. I do not believe anybody else, Seahawks or anybody in the world, has quite the exact same opinions I do. People hear my ideas, they like them a lot, or they don't. But for some reason, opinions sometimes come off like a blueprint or like a fingerprint, and they're unique. We laid out to where it's defined by the person's own unique interpretations that brings out his own personal opinion that's different, just slightly, even though it's somewhat on the same page or not of others. It still has its own significance, like a fingerprint. It's its own, my own opinion. So, and plus, all kinds of people with all kinds of crazy, you say, crazy, weird opinions or whatever, or good opinions to bad, will be at your stadiums, will be watching you on TV, will be supporting you, and will be your fan. It's just life and the way it is. So sometimes you have to accept things for the way they are, and people get to express themselves a lot. And I'm not trying to be um, unpolitically correct. I'm just trying to be on a line of um, political correctness to where my conscience doesn't serve me up later, my own self or my own opinion maybe. Um, so we shouldn't really care what other people think of our opinion. That's your opinion. Don't let people change what you think, and that's part of what this is all about. My opinion of oh man. All right. So my big problem that I have with transgendering people doing that. Some people say they can see it on TV or see it all over the place or in your face or whatever, this and that. It's weird. Okay, it's always been at the least the most weirdest shit that people can do. As far with doctors and other shit, as far as I'm concerned. So, but besides that, um, and other factors that other people like me have other various opinions. I'm gonna try not to bring God and the liberals into this. So I thought I did not ever think I'd ever say God and liberal in the same sentence, but there it is. Trying to leave God and liberals out. So now I'm gonna explain why I have a big problem with transgendering and people doing that, and doctors encouraging it, and television encouraging it. Okay. And as far as liberals go, I can't keep them completely out, or I can't keep God completely out of it too. But the main reason is because of death panels. I was gonna say, can you guess? Can you guess what it is? What my main problem is? It's because they'll focus on a procedure like that or operations like that, and now it costs probably maybe 20,000, 15, $20,000. You're gonna get one for less than $10,000 if you go and have this sex change operation procedure. How much does that cost the taxpayers? If all in all, that's what the liberals are also going to do. They're going to make the states all pay for them. You got Oregon doing that. Kids at 15 don't even have to have their parents' permission. Can go and have this consult with the government and the doctors now and can have it done without their parents' consent. I'd kick them out of my house. If I had a child that was doing that, I would kick him out of my house and I would disown him straight up. I feel I'm that angry, maybe not necessarily at them, but what people are doing, and it's abuse of authority, and it's abuse of power, it's abuse of money, it's trying to go over people, uh, parenting, their parental rights. I believe that a lot of the stuff, a lot of the things where you see people get in trouble, um, we all make mistakes. So there ain't there ain't a cop or a judge or anybody in the world that can go and stand before any other person and say, "Hey, I'm perfect. I haven't ever done nothing wrong, ever." You're supposed to try not to do things wrong. You're supposed to work with the conscience that you built and move away from bad decisions, poor things, ideas, and decisions, and moves that people that we've made. We're supposed to move away from them. So it is a definitely a liberal concept, but besides them, in the matter, it's already kind of a done deal. They're going to say, let's let these people die. Let's accumulate, or let's add into this how much these people make in the income, and other stuff like that. That's socialistic. That brings a bearing of socialism into it aspect. Poor people can think that they're stand to benefit from liberals in government all they want, but all the socialism and communism did wanted to do was make you prove how you had the right to be alive and be a human being. So if you want to change your sex, you really need to be thinking of if the state gets that much power because people keep voting for liberals. How are you going to prove to the state when the point in time comes that your existence is worth saving and not to be put on a death panel? So that's basically my my main problem with it is that they'll let people die over somebody getting a sex change operation or making people believe this. And then when I move on from there, I think of ideas like, is this some kind of sick joke? Is this some kind of sick joke that you guys are playing on everybody? With everybody, toying with everybody's head? Um, is that, and then is this some kind of, are you saying this is some kind of scientific breakthrough? Changing people from man to woman or woman to man. Is this some kind of science experiment? And you're saying it didn't go wrong, right? So I don't know where the breakthrough in it is, except manipulating people. Yeah, besides playing God, people are trying to play God with other people. So that's trying to take God's authority away from them. So I got a real problem with that. Yeah, so when it comes down to it, I'm gonna argue with this until with no end, until your eyeballs pop out, because my eyeballs are gonna pop out over this because I'm expressing myself and I'm doing it the way I'm supposed to. So I'm gonna see that this shit is taken off of TV to no end. Will I ever stop until that shit is off of the airwaves? Because I don't want to see it. When I see it, I realize other people have seen that. So, and it's not okay. It's not all right. It's actually probably something that should be very lucratively secret. I'm gonna look that word up, lucrative, and just make sure I understand the real meaning of lucrative when after this is all over. So that's it.